Welcome to the Katy Trail. I'm going to show you today one of my favorite outdoor workouts, and this is a workout that I've been using for years with clients and with my outdoor boot camp. It shows you how to use any bench or any picnic table and make it into a good piece of workout equipment. It's a circuit body weight style workout, just like we have been doing. I'm going to show you 5 different exercises: 2 upper body, 2 lower body, and a core. That'll be 6 exercises in each round, 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. So it's going to make for about a 12 minute workout. What I did is I came out here, went for a run, and then I'm going to finish up with the strength work. You can do it so many different ways. You could find yourself a staircase, or you could run laps at a track and have a bench nearby, and you could do cardio and then a round of strength, another bit of cardio and a round of strength. You could do stairs in between. There's so many different ways that you can put this one together. I like it because I feel like there's no place that you can go, campgrounds on any trip, you name it, where you can't find a picnic table or a bench to be able to do this one. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate the moves first. First is going to be push-up. You can do an incline push-up with your hands on. Walk those feet back, and your hands are going to be nice and wide, wider than the shoulders, so that you can bend those elbows and lower your chest down. Try to touch and hover and then push back up. Now, if you find that challenging, if you were on a picnic table, say, you could take your hands up on the table level and you could make that one a little easier. Or you could put your hands against a wall and you could do a wall push-up. To make it more challenging, you can do a decline push-up, toes up, bend those elbows, lower down, and push back up. Okay, next will be a squat. Gonna have the bench behind you, feet nice and wide, hip distance. Press those hips back, barely tap your butt down, and then stand back up again. If you wanted to add intensity to this, of course, as you stand up, you could add a jump to that every time, and that'll make the heart rate go up. Next one, triceps. You're going to just slide your hips right off the bench. First, to start with, you got those knees right over the ankles. Roll those shoulder blades back. Bend your elbows, drive them straight back. Lower yourself down, and then straighten those arms and push yourself back up again. If you step your feet away from you, you make it a little bit more challenging. So you can decide there. Next one, Bulgarian split squat. You're going to take your right toe on the bench, torso up nice and long. You'll bend that left knee and lower your right knee down as far as you can and stand back up again. Then we will go to a plank. You can do incline plank. You can do an incline plank with a twist, taking the knee to the opposite wrist to make it a little more challenging. You could do like that push-up, a decline plank. You got those wrists right underneath the shoulders and you're holding that decline plank. Or you could also do decline plank with a twist. And then your final exercise will be the left foot on the bench, up nice and tall, and that Bulgarian squat on the left side. All right, we're ready to get going? Let's do it. 15-second countdown. We are starting with the push-up. Hands nice and wide. Step it back. Torso long. Now bend those elbows, try to touch that chest down, and back up again. Go as deep as you possibly can. Keep that body in a plank position though the whole time. So if the shoulders move, the hips follow. If the hips move, the shoulders follow. We don't break. I call it breaking at the waist or leaving your butt behind. Good. Step around. Come to a squat. Reach that butt back and stand back up again. Press through the soles of those feet, press those hips forward, and tighten the glutes as you stand. Get the most out of this squat as possible. Good. Tricep dip. Roll those shoulders back, lower, and lift. Now this one is challenging. If it bothers your wrists too much, you can always just sit on the bench, interlace your hands, take them behind your head, and extend those arms overhead for an overhead extension. All right, Bulgarian split squat. Take that right foot back, up nice and tall, lower, and lift. Got to have your balance. Balance and strength on this one. I'm going pretty low on it, or at least I feel like I am. If you can't go that low, it's okay. You pick the level that's right for you. All right, plank. I'm going to do that decline plank with my toes up. You can do incline plank with your hands on the bench. Shrug those shoulders back and down. Hips in line with the shoulders. Of course, the belly button to the spine. Head nice and long. Don't let that head hang. One straight line from your head to your heels. This is a long 30 seconds. Nice. All right, left side Bulgarian squat, split squat. Lower and lift. My hip flexor is a little tighter over here on the left side. My right knee is also my bad knee, so I don't go quite as low on this side as I do on the other. All right, round one down, 2 to go. Back to that push-up. Lower and lift. Work on getting that chest all the way down, hovering for a second, and then pressing back up. Squat. Legs nice and wide. Reach that butt back, tap, and stand back up again. Good. How about that tricep dip? So I was describing that overhead extension. If that hurts your wrist, you can bring your hands together, back behind your head, hug those elbows in, and extend overhead. That's a modification. But try that tricep dip. We're always trying to firm up those triceps. All right, right side. Bulgarian split squat. Get a spot for that front leg, that left leg. Right toe on the bench. Lower and lift. I put the plank in between the split squats just to break that up a little bit because they are intense. Alright, incline plank, decline plank, or I'm going to do an incline plank with a twist. Shoulders over the wrist, bring the knee to the opposite wrist, stick it there, bring it back. Working those obliques. All right, left side, Bulgarian squat. Make sure you're stable. Make sure that standing foot is way out in front so that your knee is not coming out past the toes. All right, 2 rounds down, 1 round to go. Back to that push-up. We got this. Here in Herman, even though our parks are technically closed, and they're closed to group gatherings, you can still go out and exercise. So you're free to use
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. Check your Wi-Fi network connection by going to settings.
Sit back. Got that squat. Stand back up again. All right, tricep dip or overhead extension. Feel like you can do a little more, walk those feet out a little bit further, make it a little more challenging, or bring them back in if you're needing to modify. Good. Keep it going. Step that left leg forward. Right toe back. Torso up. Bulgarian split squat. Lower and lift. Good. How about a plank? I'm just going to do an incline plank this time. Incline, decline, twist, you name it. Shrug those shoulders back away from the ears. You can always modify or progress a pose as you feel necessary. All right, final one, left side, Bulgarian split squat. Lower, oops, gotta walk it out a little bit. Lower and lift. All right, good job. Good job. Might want to grab a drink. As I said, that was 12 minutes. You could do that all again if you wanted. Maybe you could go for a little jog, come back, do it again. Up to you, however you decide to put that together. But now I'm going to finish this off with some stretches. Take your hands on the bench or on the table. Walk those hips back. Lengthen out the spine so your weight is into your heels and you're reaching your tailbone back behind you as far as you can. If you're here, it's a little more like a modified down dog. Here, a nice hip extension. Reach it out. Let that chest and head just kind of drop between the arms. Now take that left hand on to your right hand. Bend your right knee and press into your left hip. Get a good hip stretch. Also stretching out that lower back. And then other side. You've got the right hand on top of the left hand. Bend the left knee and press into the right heel. And back to center. And now step the right foot forward, left foot back. You've got your hands either on the table or on the back of the bench. You are pressing that left heel to the ground. Got a good calf stretch here. Just hold and breathe. Torso up, look forward. Now you can, if you can keep the left heel pressing down, try to bend that left knee and change that stretch up a little bit. Now stand up, right hand holding for balance. Reach back with your left hand, grab that ankle or that foot and just hug that heel toward your hip, getting a quad stretch. Again, a picnic table, a bench, a table, even any railing is really good for these stretches. I use all the above in my outdoor classes to finish off with these stretches. And release. Now, hands secure. Cross that left ankle over the right knee and sit back into those hips. Press those hips back. Get a good hip stretch. Figure 4, hip opener. Nice. Bring it back up. And now extend that leg long. Shin, knee, shin, toe, pointing straight up to the sky. Extend that torso over that leg. All right, and bring it back up. Now this time, the right foot's going to be forward. Excuse me, the left foot will be forward. The right foot will be back. Start on your toe and then roll through to that heel. Lift the chest. Sink back into that calf stretch. Change that up a little bit, bend that back knee. If you can, keep pressing that heel down. I don't get much bend out of that knee there. It's also my bad ankle on the right side. All right, bring it up. Left hand, balance. Right hand reaches back. Hug the heel to the hip. Get yourself a quad stretch. And release. Now cross that right ankle over the left knee. Sit back into the hips. Figure 4 hip opener. And then take that right leg onto the bench, kneecap and toes pointing straight up to the sky, arms extended. Just let that torso fold over that leg. And bring it down. Now these are all the stretches that I usually will use after cycling, either a class or going outside to cycle or a run. So these stretches you can use for anything. Release down into a hanging forward fold. Just let that head hang nice and loose. Shake it out. No tension in the neck. Nice stretch to the entire back body. And then chin toward the chest, knees bent, spine rounded, and roll up like a rag doll. Take a big inhale up. Exhale and release. Roll those shoulders up, back, and down, and we're done. Thanks. See you next time.